You guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, look, there's no stat sheet tonight because the stats don't really matter. And, for us, it's a very frustrating um, way to come out and compete. And look, I know, and I'm very confident about how we get through this is we stick together, and we fight and we find our way back to the way we were playing before. But it starts with the start of the game, being ready for a high level NBA competitive, spirited game. And then that's our first step. And then from there, we can start to correct things. And I think that's back to back games now where the other teams come out and pretty much scored 40 in the first quarter. And then we're fighting and scrapping, and even things we do well. Uh, and when we do cut into a lead, we pretty much have to play perfect from that point on. So we need to start with the start of the games, and then we can continue to clean things up from there. But a very frustrating effort tonight. Yeah, so we got Detroit tomorrow, and our play must be much better, or we'll just be looking at the same thing again tomorrow night after the game.
James Ham.
Luke, we see video of you punching a clipboard in that game. Is this about as frustrated as you have been in your time with the Kings and just in coaching in general?
No, I mean, look, I'm frustrated. We all should be frustrated. I don't know if I can say it's the most frustrated I've been. There's things when we make the same as a coach. There's only what you can do. You put a plan together and you work on things and you communicate those things. So, the frustration comes out at times because you're not out there. You can't hit people. You can't run up and down and get it out. Look, I was frustrated tonight, and I believe in our team. I know that when our group is playing well, we are much better than we showed tonight. But I also know that if we don't play with a certain type of not just physical effort but mental effort at this level, then it's going to be hard to win games. And we've proven we can do it much better than we've done lately, and that's where it gets frustrating. So again, getting that's the problem. That's where we're at. How do we live in the solution? How do we get better? And that's by diving in, working hard, sticking together, and then coming out and executing better.
Sean Cunningham.
And Luke, Harrison was just talking about, a vet in this league who's talking about, guys having, touching on the mental aspect, like you talked about, the basketball IQ. How challenging is that to overcome in the midst of a losing streak when things maybe start to compound for you guys?
Yeah, it's challenging is because it's, I think it's sometimes it's not that we're not playing hard, but it's we make it hard on ourselves by some of the mistakes we're making. And your natural reaction when times are tough is to go faster and push harder, but there's a balance between doing that and then staying level-headed enough to execute what's trying to be accomplished, mainly on the defensive end. So that's one of the challenges that we face is finding that balance. And right now, obviously, we're not doing a great job of that.
Jason Jones.
Hey, Luke, you talked about the starts of the game and having to start better. Is it even feasible to look at changing the starting lineup on the second night of a back-to-back, or do you just have to get through Detroit, get back home, and start to reevaluate those things?
Yeah, we're always evaluating. I don't have an answer for you right now. I'll have one for you tomorrow. Right now, I need to, see see what I think is best for the team. So I'll have an answer for you tomorrow on that, Jason.
Jason Anderson.
Hi, Luke. We know how the business is in terms of, just coaches and job security. Are you concerned right now? Have you received any assurances that, that you'll have the rest of the season to try to work it out with this group? And then also on the basketball IQ stuff, we've heard these same things since Dave Yeager was in Sacramento and with a lot of the same players. And so, do we just need, does this team just need to overhaul the roster and find guys who are more defensive minded, higher basketball IQ, or can this group figure it out in your opinion?
No, we can figure it out. We can figure it out. I'm not out here saying anyone individually. I'm saying as a group we have to be better at executing game plans. And no, I'm in it with this team, and I'm in it with this front office, and our only goal is getting better and improving the group we have, developing our young players while competing and trying to win at a high level. So that's where my mind, my time, and my energy is put into.
Sorry, we'll go to Tony Harvey.
Yeah, well, no one here probably can deny that, you've been a professional, dealing with the media, and I'm certainly all of us appreciate it. Just speaking on my behalf, and I believe everybody feel that way. What have your discussions been like with Monty McNair, and when was the last time you spoke with him, if you mind sharing that with us?
Monty and I have a great relationship. Talked to Monty today. I talked to Monty yesterday. We're, besides off days, we pretty much communicate on the daily.
Jason Jones.
Yeah, Luke, at times when watching you guys defensively, and maybe like in double team situations, it seems like guys are hesitating, and that's leading to maybe a slow double and things kind of breaking down from there. Is that part of just like overthinking that can slow a team down when you start thinking too much and you're not decisive in what you want to do?
That definitely can. That will lead to open shots and late rotations. The coverages we run when those are double team coverages, there has to be an automatic reaction, and we have to trust the rotation of the next guy and know where we're supposed to go to. So, if we're in that blitz on Julius coming from the baseline, then everyone has to be ready to make that next rotation. If you wait until the ball's in the air, it's too late, and that happened to us a few times tonight. It's happened to us a few times when we blitz at the top of the key, where then we take a step second before we rotate out. These things have to be. I mean, this is the highest level of basketball. We have to be able to be aggressive on players that we're having problems with, and then recover back out and challenge shots. And we have to keep working on that and get much better at it.
Last one, Jason Anderson again.
I want to echo what Tony said about, your professionalism. That is always appreciated. I know things are tough right now. It seems to me there's a balance here between developing players for the future and doing something for the future. And then, maybe you might feel some pressure to win now for your own situation. Is there an understanding between you and the front office on that point that, it's okay to build for the future, and or do you feel that pressure to win these games right now?
I feel pressure from the sense of, as hard as we ask our players to work, we're trying to win games. You can't, we're playing guys heavy minutes that, if it's only about development, then that's not totally fair to them. So we are, we're out there trying to win now because we have very talented players that we like. And as far as pressure from the front office, no, I feel very connected with them and very very locked in as far as where we're at and where we're trying to go as a group. And they've been very supportive.